Everyone, a warning convenient. In English, every time is different. You must understand that when people say England, they sometimes means England, England, Scotland, and Wales. Sometimes the United Kingdom, England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. Sometimes the British Islands, England, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland, and the Republic of Ireland. Don't never use England. On Sundays instead of the person wears his best clothes and the lights on the countries becomes happy, bright and colorful. On Sundays in England, the youngest people wear their own clothes and the countries become dark and sad. In Euros, nobody tell about the weather in English to hate to say. Nice day is the need. About 203 every day or people things to eat and body in Europe Joe had Sundays and pepper on Monday. In England, strange countries Joe had Sundays and pepper on Sunday. How in Europe but the drive use the well is one to drive and pass a bus stop. When stopping. In English, you use the bell when you want the bus to stop. In English, people lines their cats bus in English. These loves their cats more than their family. In Europe, people hate go home. In English, people think that goes manners and they take are more important than the food you hate to hate. The English cast about both they says is thanks God. In Europe, import people speak loudly and clearly. In England, they learn to speak loudly and keep to canons underlines. Then in Europe, clear people so they are clever by thanks about Aristotle Elegance and monogens in English, only stupid people try to joke how clever they are. The only people who tell boys letting and grains with the stew was hay, not red. Then, in Europe, almost every countries on small fish were to know they are the best. The English wins one against Jewish people voting their arrestable. The English are recognized which country is really the best. European Squative has English uh, in this on this the English use less skills and their problems. In European people are honest with your English to do. In English people almost never lies, but they are almost never kiss honest when you have. Many Europeans think that lies is kind the English in cricket and the chapter 2 introduces people. This part of the book tells you to introduce people to other people. Most importantly, when you introduce a stranger, don't know say their name so that the other person is all to have. Usually, this is not a problem because nobody can understand your accent. If somebody introduces you to a stranger, there are two important rules to follow. One is the put is to say you do not take it, smile and wait. When the dog changes to check hot hand, try to check. It repeats things at afternoon or evening. Beautiful civilities, this will best known amounting part of your afternoon or evening. Two, three children are finishing and your next friend as if you are well. How do you do? Uno no projects those no really want to come to things it do no matter if you are well or if you are dating a terrible ill. Do not answer. Your conversation will rely is he. How do you do? Yo, this was hell. Not sleeping very well. Let's for who a big one or two stomach problem. A conversion lines the spoon English as important when you meet someone. Never say pleased to meet you. English people this in very rude. And one other thing don't know call for them neighbors, teachers, doctors, dentists, on security, a doctor. Everybody Spino stands challenging world doctor men stand you and Central Europa. It's innocent about things to be Central Europe in English, so you do not want people to remember. Chapter 3 The weather. The most important students in the land. In Europe, people say, is this thick of person to tell about the weather to show to somebody is very boring. In English, the weather is always an intense execution and you must go and talk about it. Paper 4. Example for conversation. Portugal weather. Nice day, listening. Listening is beautiful. Season. Listening is wonderful. Yes. Wonderful listening is so nice at home. I think it's so nice when it's all listening. Is really low is no joke. What about weather? Terrible days listening. Listening is unpleasant. The rains. I don't like the rain. Using a day like this in yellows, eh, it rain in the morning days and beams of sun and the rains lines all day. It remembers the day July date is 1936. Yes, it remember too. Otherwise is 1938. Yes, it was. Or in 1939. Yes, Tari. Not look at the last phase sentences of this conversation and you can see as very important. Truly, you must always agree with other people when you tell about them weather. It's explaining and knowing and then we is couldn't don't read. And some days nice days listening and wait immediately. Listening is wonderful. Learn this conversation ABC. You can use them again and again. If you repeat this conversation every day, for the rest of your life. As is possible tell people will think you are clever. Politics are amusing. Listen to the weather reports on the radio and you will hear different when reports for different people. There is always a different report for parliament. For example, today, tomorrow, it will be jolty and cold. There is will be a lot of rain. Then immediately after the joggers were the report for farmers. It will be beans and there will be a lot of sun. Farmers are important war for the country Sudan next better within the Odrins the radio de touch it is a nice day to see you look. Chapter 5. So the key says one to mean. For instance, I'm sold. The English do not have a soul. In Europe, you find many people who lose that the soul. The word wings or so velos rodea sad people. Said as usually very dead thinkers. They thinkers like this sometimes it and so happy and sometimes he is upset. Can you explain why? You can explain the doctrine. All friends they say, I want to be in some other place. Now where? Don't know say. I like you do be in some other place too. Alice was there, so the soul. But the English have no soul. Instead to say this that they mean, for example, is an Iron a boy wants to raise and wishes the loves her. He goes down on his and tells her she is the same. Most beautiful and wonderful person is the world. She sometimes is sometimes explicit. Antecanon lives o more minimum with him. Sometimes Jermaine Alkieks clear his truth here. This happens every day in European countries where people were sold. In England, the boy puts his ass other chore and says chore and reach your is a really low is he says he really kiss let Joe is he wants to marry a jet. He says he so will you. He was to let with her and say so well. Chapter 6 Tia. Tia was on a good drink with lemon and sugar instead is very pleased. Un then the prince decided to put comments and no sugar into it. They made his colonies and tales in the art of the English. Please account and drink and distinct water would play is instead. There is the most important drinks in Syrian Britain and Ireland. John Moose never says. Is don't know what couscous or tea. All people with drink tanjul are very strange and very boring. In an English home, you have a good steak, a pair of clothes in the mornings when you are still trained to let. Is your friend bring your coat or tea and you away from your morning sleep? You must not say. It's in your most ungis my oaths and alive. To you. You must lens your ways 5 o'clock. Smile and say, Thank you. And so much look accused of this at least in the morning when your friends later on. John comes from CDT down the toilet. Then John out see boyfriends. John had cheese at 11 o'clock in the morning. They are full lunch, you have takes and directing about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. They after supper and guy 11 o'clock at night. You must drink more push or test in if the weather is off, is cold, is you are retired. It's any of those things you retire you are as habits before your wounds out. It's your are out. It's your always you return moment is your one a course is your don't know one course is your head no have come of time. As your have course a have a course. You must not following my sample. As late at 5 o'clock in the morning is headquarters for friends. Is drink a coffee again and again during the day. Andre strange and unusual sees which middle and the time. I hang cheese, funnies, puddings, wings, and my poor wings was once on and whoa and we wow. No one's since you and sorry to say. Chapter 6, Chapter 7, 6. Europeans, men and women and six like English men and women have a house water bottle. I'm chapter 8, the lingua. When arrives in England, it knows that it speaks English. After it's been heard a horror and release ideas no underlines on a word. It's my fears when in earnest. A little of the language was after 7 years. Scanning and call never was used Israeli well. This is us, but nobody's speaking perfectly perfect. Remember that now chose 500 was the ordinance in whose most are now as the words in the language. Your kindness and not terrifying others, and not terrifying those, another busy soon word at the time, and you will still think another visiting to some you have never heard or nobody else heard of them. It's July in English for a lot of times. Just with really surprise to think that the word nice is not only an English, it's the English language. For the first 6 years, you do not you. Let's also use any other adjective. You can say that the weather is nice. Oriented is nice. My shoe is nice. Mr. Song and shoes clothes are nice. You have nice thing, and it will very nice. You must disease about your accent. You will have your foreign accents arise, but many people like to miss another accent. Ignace apologizes who has a strong British Eve's accent. People don't use visual very internet. This it is with to choose that you has a ghost accent or no project accents. It's to good a people or cigarette in the news to space if you finish your sentences with the question listening. People with no underline job, but they will think that you probably speak very good English. My phone yesterday hard to play with a whole answer. The cities of world as famous universities is you hey and offer as a people and to muniz with clear people and you very intelligent would answers would simple here to use it thing. Sometimes you can forget to use it. Speak with a recording accent what you people with like a you. The, the best way to look clever to use a long word. Of course, these words are often oscillating and Greek words with English language and studied in many studies as learning language and work in school, and they stuck. It's much easier learn the word than the much other in the word. These boards are usually very long and made to be very thin when you turn so super and posted. But the careful we and this is long word. They know do not always has the same meanings as the own as letting or ring. When you tune and the long, you remember Lorraine's some short to one two. Finally, there are the two important things to remember. One, don't forget that is much as to read in English and to speak English because you can wish with a foreign accent. Two, on ambos intestines verde to expect siete angus liman chayo chu lune I buy English. Otherwise, as this language busy is not easy. After in 8 years in the country, a very key woman to on the more day to speaking with a very good accent who was an English. Thank you. Hello, teacher. Today, I want to tell about what I learned in my English class. The present simple and the present continuous. Uh, First, I will tell about the present simple. The present simple just uses to tell about routines and things that are well through where use is to describe your daily life. For example, I can say, I will it brings at home. I go to university in the morning. The actions are part of my normal day. They are things I do very well. We also use the present simple for general parts. For example, the sun is the haze, but the ball, and then in this, people names foods and what. Another important thing is learning is just the present simply. Uh, when child to be his, his or his, severe changes. For example, in studying English. Sí, study English. I play soccer. I play soccer. Um, to with us is to reverse. Knows in will tell at all the present continuous. Uh, the present continuous is used to tell about actions happen now at this moment. This structure is to this moves and is or is más most waves within. For example, Ian speaking English now. Ian recording this video. Uh, Ian learning grammar. Uh, this tense shows that the actions is happening right now. For example, my mother is cooking. My friends are students. My teacher is explaining the lesson. In the class, ella sus learning different learning present simple and present continuous. The present is simply is for reasons. The present continuous is for action now. For example, I study English every day. This is my routine. Book. And students English now. This is happening at the moment. Another example, play soccer on weekends. Ian plays playing soccer now. Uh, some sometimes time is different. He also learning how to make question is consistent. In present, simply we use do and does. For example, do you study English? This is do. Uh, do she study English? Yes, do she does. If present continuous, we use is or are. For example, yo studies English, this is studying English. This is. Um, this question is chat with other people in English. On my daily life, I can use the sentence. For example, I was every day. I go to class. I do my one my work at night. Who knows if I'm speaking English and practice pronunciation. Improving my English. So I use this present simple for thing and present continuous for no. In conclusion, in la class is the class is learning or total avoid my activities and also escribes was is doy and the moment. This is very useful because no and can speak more clearly in English about my life and my action. Thank you watching my video.